Hey, Team Freedom. How are you guys? Hello, 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 hello. I am Megan Haskins. If I have not met you, I haven't popped on in Team Freedom in quite a while, but I wanted to stop in and introduce myself to the new stylists and then also talk to everyone in the team for a minute about my experience here with Team Freedom and at Color Street. Hey, Bridget. Hey, Becky. How are you guys? Hi. Hi, guys. Okay. So, can someone confirm that I am in fact in Team Freedom? Right? Am I in Team Freedom? Hi, Sarah Marie. Hi, gorgeous. Okay, so guys, I have to talk to you about my experience when I started with Color Street, and that was 2 years ago. And one of the very first things that I did, the very, very first leap of faith that I took was going to CJ's leadership retreat. In 1 minute. Going to CJ's leadership retreat. So I apologize for the distraction, but I have to talk to you guys for a minute about it. Some of you guys have heard this story, and some of you know my story, and some of you have never heard it. But it's pretty powerful, and so I want to make sure that everyone on this team knows where I am coming from. So 2 years ago in October, I began my Color Street journey. And I hit team leader, and I was just on the brink of becoming director. I was growing so fast in just a few months. And the opportunity came my way to fly to Washington, D.C. at the time and go to a leadership retreat with CJ Summers. And I was dying to go with Shanna. So Shanna is my enroller and my leader and my friend, and she is the person that took me on this crazy journey, okay? So when Shanna said, okay, you're going to go on this trip with me, you're going to invest in yourself, we're going together, like we're doing it, I thought she was nuts. Because first of all, I just started doing Color Street. I just started making money. I just got my return on my investment for my kit. And it was Christmas time, okay? I just spent money on Christmas. I didn't have an extra $500 or whatever, but I knew that God was going to provide. I knew that that was where I needed to go, and that's what I wanted to do. And I believed in myself, and I wanted to take my next leap of faith. And not really a leap of faith, just a step of faith. I just wanted to take the next step in growing my business, and that was to take this financial investment in myself, okay? It was really hard to do that. I have never traveled before Color Street outside of the state. I flew to Florida once for my best friend's wedding, but my family, we are not travelers. We never have extra money to travel. I think I've been to more airports with Shanna than I have my entire family. But it's not easy for me to say, okay, I will just hop on a plane and go, having no idea what to expect. It is not easy to do that, okay? So I invested in that, and I trusted. And let me tell you guys, when I got to the airport, I got a phone call from a friend saying that when I got back from my trip, my job, my corporate job, my office job was going to be handing out pink slips, basically. Our jobs were all going to be going away. And by June, we had completely lost our government contract, and all 1,000 of us were going to be out of a job. And I found this out in the airport, flying to Washington, D.C., risking my little bit of money that I didn't really have to spend, right? And I thought, I should go back. I can't afford to spend money. I need to cling to this. I'm going to be filling out job applications when I get back home. There was so much unknown, right? But what I decided to do was, you know what? I'm here. I can't get the money back from my flight. I'm here. So let me just go, and maybe this is the next opportunity for me. Maybe this is going to replace that need that I'm going to have to be faced with to fill out a job application and replace my income. Maybe it's it. So, oh my gosh, my husband just pulled up, so the dogs are going to go nuts. So just maybe this is it. So I went, okay? I went and I sat in the front row with Shanna, and I took notes on every single thing I could. I was ignorance on fire. That's, CJ called me ignorance on fire, and I didn't know if it was a good thing or a bad thing, but I can tell you now that it was a really, really good thing. It was a really, really good thing, because I sat there and I just soaked everything in that I possibly could. In fact, I really, really hate that this was CJ's first impression of me. Sorry, I went in the other room because I knew the dogs were going to go berserk. I really hate that this was CJ's first impression of me, because after I introduced myself to her, after Sherry McAllister's talk, I went up to her and tattled because somebody was talking during Sherry's lesson. Hi, honey. I'll be right there.
Can I get the ice cream?
You can have ice cream. That's fine. Quickly. I was so annoyed because one of the leaders at the time was sitting at the table behind me on her laptop working, and she was just talking to the other people at the table. And I was so annoyed because I was there and I was present and I was trying to learn and take notes. And I was just like, CJ, I am not a tattletale. I don't normally do this, but I just thought it was really, really rude, and I couldn't hear what she was saying. Now that CJ knows me a little bit better, I hope that she knows that I'm not really like that. But I laugh at it now. It's kind of nostalgic, but that was the approach I took. I wanted to know. I wanted all of it. And I'm telling you guys right now that being present in that room and just hearing the teachings from who CJ has invested in and paid a lot of money to these people, because they're so good. They're so smart, and they're so good at what they do. That has taken my business to uncharted territory. And I can tell you 100%, I would not be in the presidential circle. I would not be a senior executive director. I would not be making 5 figures every single month for the past year if it were not for me showing up in the beginning and running with this opportunity. So if you are a team leader, and if you are close to a team leader and you can push and get there this month, if you're pushing for the Cancun trip and you're working to get toward director so that you can go to Cancun, guys, go to Fayetteville, because I can tell you from DC to Fayetteville, it was off the charts. I mean, I thought DC was really, really great. We were really small then, but Fayetteville was even better, and she is going to just pour everything that she can into us. It's really, she's always an amazing leader, but these retreats are really the time that CJ invests the most into us as leaders, and she's dying to do it. So let her pour into you and share her abundance of knowledge with you, because she never stops growing and learning and sharing and gifting. Gifting is her love language. So I promise you guys, you are not going to want to miss it. And from my humble, skeptical beginnings to my ignorance on fire to now, consistent hard work and success, I promise you, if you want to take this business seriously, you will sacrifice, you will take that step of faith and show up. And I cannot wait to hug all of you and see your faces there. Bye, guys.